Did you know that the Renaissance was sparked not just by art, but by a bunch of guys who loved ancient Greek and Roman texts? It's like a cultural treasure hunt that changed the world. Welcome to Unboxd Origins. I'm Howie, your resident science geek and accidental trivia sponge.
And I'm Wyatt. I ask the big questions. Sometimes philosophical, often skeptical, always curious.
Today we're digging into how did the Renaissance spark a cultural revival? Alright, let's set the stage. The Renaissance kicked off in the 14th century in Italy, right? Think Florence, Venice, and Rome. Vibrant cities buzzing with trade and ideas. It was like a cultural buffet. But what really got the ball rolling was the rediscovery of classical texts from Greek and Roman scholars. Imagine scholars finding dusty manuscripts in monasteries and saying, wait a minute, Aristotle said what? This was the dawn of humanism, which shifted focus from the divine to the individual. People started thinking, hey, maybe our own experiences and ideas matter. Fast forward to the 15th century and you've got folks like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo bursting onto the scene. Da Vinci was a true Renaissance man. Painter, inventor, scientist. He painted the Mona Lisa and sketched designs for flying machines. I mean, the guy was practically a time traveler. Meanwhile, Michelangelo was busy carving out masterpieces like the David and painting the Sistine Chapel ceiling. It was a period when art became a celebration of human emotions and achievements, rather than just a vehicle for religious themes.
But hang on, Howie. Isn't it interesting that while the Renaissance was all about humanism and individual expression, it was also heavily influenced by the church? Many of these artists were commissioned by the very institutions that they sometimes challenged. So, was it truly a cultural revival? Or just a reshuffling of the same power dynamics?
Great point, Wyatt. The church was indeed a major player. They had the money and they wanted the glory. But artists like Botticelli and Raphael pushed the boundaries of what could be done within that context. They blended classical themes with contemporary life, creating a visual language that resonated with the people. The Renaissance wasn't just a revival of old ideas, it was a reinvention of them. It was a time when creativity exploded, leading to innovations in not just art, but science, literature, and philosophy. This was also when printing technology came into play. Hello, Gutenberg. His printing press, developed in the mid-15th century, made books more accessible, which meant that knowledge could spread like wildfire. Suddenly, everyone was reading about humanism, science, and even the new ideas of Copernicus.
And yet, for all this progress, there were still major conflicts. It's fascinating how this cultural revival was also the breeding ground for the Reformation and a backlash against the status quo. It's like a double-edged sword. Creativity sparking both inspiration and dissent.
Absolutely. The Renaissance laid the groundwork for everything that followed: the Enlightenment, the scientific revolution, even modern democracy. But it's important to remember that it didn't magically happen overnight. It was a culmination of centuries of thought, discovery, and sometimes conflict. The lessons of the Renaissance echo through time, reminding us how crucial it is to question, explore, and revive our own ideas. So Wyatt, what's the takeaway here? Why does the Renaissance matter to us today?
Well, it shows us the power of rediscovering the past to inspire the future. It reminds us that cultural revivals can emerge from the most unexpected places, reigniting creativity and innovation in ways we might not foresee. Plus, it proves that even in a society dominated by certain powers, the voices of individuals can create lasting change.
There you have it. From ancient texts to contemporary masterpieces, the Renaissance truly sparked a cultural revival that continues to shape our world today. So, next time you admire a work of art or delve into a piece of literature, remember, you're experiencing a little piece of that Renaissance magic. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Who knows what other fascinating origins we'll uncover next time?